Alright guys, if you saw last video, you know that while I was editing that video, brand new news surfaced. Well, same thing happened this video. I shot it, I'm editing it, and something brand new surfaced that I don't think anybody has covered yet. I don't know if you know Genius or not, but basically if you type in music lyrics or you want to find those out, Genius is powered by Google, which provides those lyrics. So recently, this page was posted here. Cold Night's End, a new single coming from 21 Pilots this spring. It says if you want to follow up and check the status of this new 21 Pilots single, you can follow them on social media like YouTube. But man, is this something? Like, is this, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is the name of a new single and this is the one that's gonna be dropping any day on the 13th? It looks pretty legit and I'm really confident about it, especially because it's powered by Google. Like, what? But I'll post the actual picture to see for yourself in the description below, so check that out. Oh my gosh, this hiatus is killing me. With that being said, here is the video that you click to watch. Oh my gosh, my heart can't take this anymore. Please, God, help me. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jake with Stolen Potential, and wow. Wow, we have so much evidence pointing towards April 13th, it's not even funny. I just want to give a quick shout out to Mark You Out on Twitter, who's brought all of this stuff to the forefront of the public. It is great stuff. But with all that being said, I'm just going to be delving into his Twitter profile and just showing more evidence as to why April 13th is shaping up to be the glorious return of 21 Pilots. So the first piece of evidence that points to April 13th, on the last Tyler Joseph Instagram post, he posted 40 dots or 40 periods after his line of text. What people have been deducing is that these 40 periods or 40 dots represent 40 weeks from the start of their hiatus to the end of their hiatus. Coincidentally, those 40 dots or 40 periods or 40 weeks line up perfectly to April 13th. The next piece of information we have points to Jenna's Instagram story. She posted a picture of a bridge or something in an arcing shape, which had 14 lights on it. However, the first one was lit, which represented March 31st, which is the day that she posted the picture. The rest of the 14 lights were unlit, which means that those were the days that we have to go. At least that's what a lot of people were theorizing. That last light would represent April 13th. Those are just two pieces of evidence that could reinforce the April 13th theory. Now, Mark You Out on Twitter has gone into the 21 Pilots code of their website, digging for any hints or anything like that. And what he found was insane. What Mark You Out found was a date, and it says 4/13/2018 return. Now, if this is in the actual 21 Pilots website code, I feel like we should definitely pay attention to that date. At least a date that could mean new merchandise, could mean the reveal or the eye to start opening again. Maybe not the full reveal, but something happening 21 Pilots related. Another thing that 21 Pilots fans started to realize is that when they went to the 21 Pilots website to check out 413 for themselves in the code, they started to realize that some of the links, like their Twitter and Instagram symbols, started to translate into Asian characters. A lot of Click members did a lot of research on this, and it turns out that it translated from Vietnamese to Sham Za in English. In Vietnam, people are traditionally given this name as a surname. It translates to people born in July and then people who also die in April. All right, hold the phone. Why would someone give their child a last name that predicts that they're gonna die in April? Like, that's awful, right? Like, is that just me? Am I speaking out of line here? Like, I really don't understand that decision. Interesting. I.e. the hiatus. The hiatus was born in July and potentially will be dying in April. I think this almost definitively proves that the hiatus is ending this month at some point. So the 13th of April lands on a Friday, which is incredibly interesting because of another post that Jenna recently posted on her Instagram story. This little topic consists of two little pictures that she posted on her story, not just one. In one of the pictures, she's standing in what looks like a Walmart wearing a hoodie that has a big F on the front of it. So this could signify Friday, as in Friday the 13th. The second picture that she posted has a bunch of blue products surrounding the Blurryface CD. Now, if you don't remember, Blurryface and the Blurryface account was tweeting about blue, and blue signifies defeat for Blurryface. So alongside the Friday, April 13th theory of the first picture, the second picture could be signifying the fact that Blurryface is defeated and the blue represents that defeat. Especially because there's a weird, like, not coincidental assortment of blue products around the CD itself. What do you guys think about that? Is it just coincidental that all these blue items are positioned around the Blurryface CD, or it actually does signify defeat for Blurryface. Now, the last bit of information that points to April 13th is the fact that Coachella also starts on Friday the 13th of April. Tyler has mentioned in the past that he absolutely hates Coachella and what it represents, and he even went as far to put a graphic in his Firefly Tour show which shows Coachella being blown up and destroyed. Some people on Twitter were theorizing that he wants to drop this album on the same day that Coachella starts to draw attention away from Coachella itself, which may have been the entire purpose and reason behind the hiatus. I don't know if this is some crazy master plan that Tyler had from the very beginning, but I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. What do you guys think? Do you think he wanted to draw attention away from Coachella, or it just is coincidental that it's dropping on the same day? So what do you guys think about all this and this seemingly unshakable evidence that points to April 13th? I mean, there's a ton of it. The way I see it is that there are way more seemingly solid facts and evidence that point to this single date than any other date that we speculated about combined. I'm praying that it's not a false alarm. I'm praying that it's not another theory that's just gonna be debunked. So many people have done research on this topic and have found all these crazy little details that point to this one date. Like, I just don't think that there's that much coincidence in the world. However, with all that being said, I do wanna say that all of the information that I presented, I don't wanna present as fact. It is just a theory. Like all of my videos before, those have all just been theories. And even though I've talked about them with a lot of confidence and a lot of hope behind those words, they're all just theories. So when I look back at other videos and see that people are posting, hey, your October theory was wrong, or hey, your December theory was wrong, I just think to myself, yeah, because those were just theories. Like, I never talked about those as if they were fact. One other thing that I wanted to bring up about 21 Pilots is something that I talked about on my Instagram story earlier yesterday. I've been listening to a lot of Fueled by Ramen bands, specifically Fall Out Boy. And what I do for each band is on Spotify, for every band that I start listening to that I haven't listened to ever before, I start a playlist and start listening to that band from their very first album to their very last and most recent album in order chronologically. During that time, I'll add my favorite songs from each album into a playlist that represents the best of each band. So like I said, I've been doing that for Fall Out Boy, and I've realized a significant change from their very first album to their very last album, Mania. It sounds totally different. It's really evolved from kind of a punk rock, like edgy type of band from their first album to something completely different. So then I had the thought that I wonder if there are people out there that really liked their first few albums, but because of how drastically Fall Out Boy has changed, they really don't like their last few albums. And then I was like, wait, what if that will be me and 21 Pilots? What if I'll really like Self-Titled, Regional at Best, Vessel, Blurryface, but what if I don't like this new album that they're about to drop? And that honestly kind of terrified me. We've all been waiting so long for this music, and with every album, 21 Pilots really reinvents themselves. But what if this new music we just don't latch onto as much as the previous stuff? With that being said, I will say that whatever they release, I'll love it. A lot of their music is almost like an acquired taste. You know, I wasn't crazy about Vessel when I first heard it. Ode to Sleep, I thought was a bizarre song until I listened to it a few times and realized, wow, this is a gem. It's different, but that's why I love it. And I feel like that's how I'll feel about the new album too. There will definitely be those songs that I immediately latch onto and I'll be like, wow, that is a litty banger. But I think that there are other songs that will be on the album that I'll feel kind of indifferent about, but then will slowly grow attached to over time. But what do you guys think? Do you think you're gonna be on the boat of people that immediately latches onto all these songs and think they're just amazing? Or are you a little bit more apprehensive? Are you a little bit more scared of the fact that you may not like the album before listening to it? That's just some random car driving around town thoughts that I had in my head earlier yesterday. So I wanted to ask what you guys think about that as well. Where do you think you'll stand in that? With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support on my last video. It was literally my fastest growing video yet. It got 20,000 views in a matter of 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. I also broke my 5,000 subscriber count. So wow, you guys are incredible. I love each and every one of you. I can't even fathom the number of 5,000. Like, you can fill a stadium with that amount of people. Overflow a stadium with that amount of people. Like, I just can't even comprehend that number if I think about each individual person. With that being said, I am thanking each and every one of you guys for watching my videos. Not just the subscribers, but the people who have stumbled along this video because they love 21 Pilots. I adore all of you guys, and you are what makes this video and movie making process so fun and so enjoyable. But with all of that sloppy stuff out of the way, thanks again for watching. This has been Jake with Stolen Potential. Let me know your theories down below, and if you see anything 21 Pilots related surface on Twitter or on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anything, throw it down in the comments or DM me on Instagram. I always check those messages. With all of that being said, thanks again for watching. I love 21 Pilots, and so do you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.